Zombie apocalypse.
What is up, guys and gals? Space Unicorn here, bringing you a new series for the channel. The new series is Viewer Versus. So we have two lineups that were suggested to us, and we're going to put them against each other. We're going to go over their strengths, weaknesses, and which lineup would win in a fight. So let's hop in here and let's check out these lineups. First of all, we have Splash Damage, Kings and Queen. All these guys have at least 2 meters of splash damage, with all but Von Doom being 2.75 plus. So that is suggested by Legend Killer. The second suggestion was by Chief Wildfire, and it was a Halloween-themed spooky lineup, kind of with Von Doom, Inferno, Wolf and Sun, The Crow, and Hades. So let's hop into a match first with, actually let's start with the splash damage lineup. I have my suspicions on this one, but we're going to hop into a match and see how it does. A couple things to note with this lineup right off the rip. This lineup is going to be strong. This lineup is going to make mincemeat of those troublesome cards. This is just, that's the way this lineup is built. So let's see how they do. So my aim's a little off, forgive me. And let's push up. So the things that strengths of this weakness is the ridiculous amount of splash damage all these characters have. It has a pretty good defense in Von Doom, but so strong offensively with the Andro, Paku, Queen Boom, and Lolly. It's going to be a bit of a handful for any player to try and counter. There we go. And on to the main tower. Let's switch up cards here. Let's go to Queen Boom. Haven't played her in a minute, so let's run her. So, as stated before, big damage. So this lineup, the weaknesses with this lineup are the only weakness is the lack of a huge, ridiculous health pool. And even that's barely a weakness. It's your lowest health, your highest health card is Big Paku, and Big Paku has a lot of health, but he's not. Well, he's tanky, but he's not like the ridiculous tanks like a Lucha or So as stated, strengths, ridiculous damage output, weaknesses, lower health across the board. So this lineup is going to be very tough to beat from Chief Wildfire's lineup. So let's hop over there and let's go check out his lineup next. It's unique. The thing with the back to the splash damage line, one more second. It's really not lacking anything. It has the ability to slay. It has the ability to play damage. It's just there across the board, and there's not. It's a very solid build. Let's just put it that way. That lineup will make mincemeat of Ronan in his current state because of how ridiculous the splash damage is. So let's hop into a match now with the Halloween lineup. So this lineup features all legendary cards. Normally I do not like to run all legendaries, but let's see how it performs, shall we? Now, the strengths for this lineup is going to be, well, let's start pretty simple. It's got a pretty good damage yield. Yeah, this guy's going to be a Ronin player, isn't he? Ronin down, issue the attack command if we can, and I'll deal with these headaches. I kind of figured the Cactrina was going to get through just with the way the build was. Wait a second. Oh, I know what he did. I wish that he had a touch more splash damage, if I'm honest with you. That's the only thing really hurting in this lineup, is the total lack of splash damage. Now, let's push up here, next tower. So, we do have a couple of interesting plays that we can do with this lineup. So, this lineup is not defenseless. It's able to go in there and throw down, which is a good thing. I think he just dashed off the edge, yep. Come get me, Lucha. Like I said, the hardest thing for this lineup is going to be the inability to truly put down the damage where it matters. And that's barely a weakness. It's not. It's a very precise lineup with the most imprecise card. being your heal up here.
Base is under attack.
Just keep moving. Unfortunately, we got killed there, but that is fine. The thing with this lineup is it can recover. It's not helpless. Like I said, this lineup is far from helpless, actually. It's able to do things. It's able to maneuver. It's able to put out damage. That's going to make this lineup a handful. It doesn't matter what your opponent has on his side of the field. Even though this guy has a Ronin, and technically his lineup is miles better than mine, this lineup can handle it just due to the fact that it can put out damage, but it's just very precise. And that's just the simple facts of it. Right now, we have him on his back foot. That's the truth.
Base is under attack.
Come on. He's dead. Oh no, the lag bug. No. The lag bug. That's horrifying, man. Wait, is somebody still there? Oh, the sneaky Lucha. My cards didn't get the Lucha. Oh no. Oh well. Like I said, the weaknesses for that lineup, guys, is it just doesn't have a high enough damage yield. It's able to put out precise damage, but it's not able to put out splash damage. We still probably should have won that game. I played it pretty good. I missed a couple rotations, which is fine. So yeah, let's compare the two lineups real quick here, guys. So first off, with the splash damage lineup. The splash damage lineup, the damage output is just ridiculous. This lineup is going to be so hard to counter. There's just so much going on with it. Like I said, if you're in the general area of these cards, you're in trouble. But the weakness is not a ton of health. So this lineup, if this wasn't all legendaries and had a slightly faster core of players, so like maybe the Inferno would be faster or the Hades would be faster, this lineup could do some work too. But in a comparison between the two, the splash damage lineup will win 9 times out of 10. Now, that's not to say this lineup is not going to get a win. This lineup is more fun to play, in my personal opinion, because the cards are more precise. I'm not a huge fan of splash damage, which is perfectly fine. So, with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe down there. More videos coming your way tomorrow.